Hello everyone, thanks for joining in to today's live premiere covering the highlight features in the latest release of DecoNetwork. We'll be taking a look at batch production improvements, new team stores functionality, barcoding, and more, so stay tuned. In the latest release of DecoNetwork, we're once again putting a focus on streamlining your production workflow. Historically, we've included a barcode at the top of production worksheets, which when scanned will output the order number, allowing you to quickly search for files related to that order, like the production artwork. In this latest release, we're taking barcodes to the next level. We've included a variety of actions which allow you to move the order throughout the production process. The worksheet, for example, now includes barcodes that allow you to open either the order or the specific production items directly in Business Hub. A similar barcode to load the order can also be configured to be included on your invoices. In addition to these order actions, you can also create action sheets for each department in your production workflow to allow them to move orders through the production process. Let's go into the admin section and take a look at how we can generate one of these action sheets. From the admin dashboard, we'll jump into settings, click production and order settings, and choose the new Business Hub barcodes option. From this page here, we can configure the print layout for our action sheet with options like a 1 or 2 column layout, the size of the barcode, and the size of our labels. We'll go ahead and leave all of these options set to the default and jump straight into the Create Barcode Action Sheet page. It's from this page here that we'll be able to select which actions we want to include in a specific action sheet that we're about to generate. Let's say, for example, that we want to create an action sheet for our screen printing department. So we'll select all of the associated actions which they might go ahead and use. Looking at our list here, I think mark item as produced, mark order as produced would be relevant to the screen department. And also some of these production statuses that we've set up custom for our own system. We'll go ahead and select create films, burn screens, machine setup, on press, cleanup, and completed. Once we've made our selection, we can go ahead and choose Print Action Sheet. You can see from the preview, this action sheet is customized specifically for a screen print department, and they'll be able to use these barcodes to move the order along the process. In addition to production actions, these can also be useful for the sales team. We've included actions like create a new quote, create a new order, and add a payment to an order. These new barcode actions are a great addition to DecoNetwork. They're going to help you streamline your production workflow and help your team members spend less time in front of the screen and more time getting orders out to your customer. This latest release of DecoNetwork includes some great new features for team stores. Let's jump in and take a look. From our admin dashboard, we'll click into websites and we'll manage the team store that we've already set up. Let's go ahead and view this site on the front end. As you know, DecoNetwork has already allowed you to create some great looking websites that allow your customers to browse their specific products. To make management of these team stores easier, we've added the ability to set store open and close dates. You can now set a specific date when you want that store to open up and start taking orders, and a date when you want that store to close and prevent further purchases. This makes it really easy when managing stores whose orders will be batch produced at the end of that order run. Coinciding with these new closed store options, we've enhanced the website pages editor to take this even further. Campaign stores have already had the ability to display a countdown timer, and we've now added a dedicated countdown timer widget that can be dropped into any affiliate store. You'll find that under the Advanced section of the Widgets tab. Dropping the widget onto a page that already has a store close date configured will automatically start counting down to that store's close date. You can also configure the countdown timer widget to count down to a specific custom date. The widget has a couple different design layouts to choose from and is fully customizable. Lastly, here in the website pages editor, we've added a new store close page for you to configure. That's the page that your site will display when it reaches the store close date. You can find that new page under the Other section of System Pages. Jumping back onto the store management page, let's take a look at some of the other enhancements related to team stores. In this latest update, you'll find some options related to decorated products under Administration. We now allow you as the fulfillment center to enable benefits like ignoring screen setup fees, ignoring minimum quantity rules, overriding commission amounts for products, and allowing products to sell at a price lower than the calculated wholesale price. Let's head over to the decorated product section and take a look at an example. I'll go ahead and configure the first item in my list and jump straight into the cost tab. DecoNetwork has previously already allowed you to set a custom selling price for your decorated products. However, prior to this update, you could only sell as low as your calculated wholesale price. Starting with this update, you can now sell lower than the calculated wholesale price. And because in cases like these, you'll end up with a negative commission amount, we now also allow you to enter a custom commission amount for each product. This makes it a lot easier to set up your custom products at a specific selling price that you've agreed to with the store owner. Let's go ahead and save this change. As you can see, this collection of new features allows you to more easily manage team stores and relaunch them in the future, and makes the experience for your customer more dynamic. The latest release of DecoNetwork delivers serious improvements to the batch production feature that make it easier to process orders in bulk after a sales cycle. These improvements are a great companion to the Team Stores feature. Let's jump into our website section in the admin area and select our store that we want to configure with batch production. From the administration section, we'll choose production options, and we can go ahead and enable batch production for this site. Once you've enabled batch production, you can determine when you want orders to flow into production. You can have them go straight into the production process. You can have orders be put on hold until you manually move them into production. Or you can have orders be automatically moved into production at a specific date or until the store's close date. Let's go ahead and choose the store close option, and any orders created after this store close date will be put on hold. Now that we've enabled batch production for this site, let's jump into Business Hub and take a look at the improvements there. You'll notice on the left-hand side navigation, you have a new batch store section. From this list, you can view a specific store. This individual store screen allows you to move orders into production, raise purchase orders for the items required to fulfill these orders, download worksheets, and mark orders as produced and shipped in bulk. In addition to this screen here, the purchase orders section has also been enhanced to allow you to create consolidated purchase orders for a specific store. Overall, these enhancements to the batch production feature will make it easier for you to keep track of them and faster to get them out the door. In addition to the marquee features, this latest release of DecoNetwork also includes a variety of improvements across the system. Let's start by taking a look at a couple of the improvements available here in the admin section. Here from our admin area, we'll jump straight into settings. We'll choose shipping and shipping methods. This latest release of DecoNetwork allows you to configure a custom shipping method with a zip code filter, allowing it to only be available in a specific region. This is super helpful for those of you with an in-store pickup option. You can find the new setting under shipping locations when configuring a custom shipping method. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next improvement, which is related to rush order fees. We'll jump straight into that section from the settings menu. And let's go ahead and edit the rush order fee I already have configured. You'll notice on the left-hand side tabs for this rush order fee, we now have a new store availability section, which is going to allow you to limit the availability of rush order fees to specific stores. This, for example, will allow you to offer these rush order fees through your main site, but not through your team stores. Alright, the rest of the improvements we'll be taking a look at today are in the Business Hub, so let's go ahead and jump straight there. From here, let's jump into the quote section. And let's view the quote I already have set up here for Jane. When viewing a quote or an order, you can now jump into the Payments tab and use this section here to determine which payment options are going to be available to the customer when they go ahead and complete their payment. This will be most helpful when you're generating quotes to send out to your customers, but you want to limit their payment options. Let's jump into our orders section next. You'll notice here in my orders list that under the customer column, John has an icon next to his name. Hovering over that icon is going to show any notes associated with that customer account. This new icon is a way for you to see when a customer has any important information associated with their account that may have been logged as an internal customer note. Let's go ahead and view John's order and jump into edit mode. One of the improvements in this order edit screen is the ability to view and edit the production date from this field here. This field works in conjunction with the production calendar, and changing the date here will also update that view. DecoNetwork already allowed you to add extra charges onto an order, but sorting these was not possible. In this latest update, you can now go in and sort those extra charge items just like you can with the product line items. For our last improvement, we'll go ahead and click John's account to load up his customer screen, and we'll jump into edit account details. This new improvement is the ability to assign a specific customer to a sales team member. This will allow any orders submitted by John to automatically be assigned to that sales team member. The collection of improvements in this latest release of DecoNetwork should add up to a better experience for you as you use the system. Thanks everyone for joining today's session covering some of these latest improvements. All of these features and more are available in the latest release of DecoNetwork. You can upgrade to this latest release now from your admin dashboard, and make sure to check out our Help Center for in-depth help guides and documentation. If you're not yet a DecoNetwork subscriber, make sure to head over to our website and book a tour with our team to get started. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.